This is Prayerline, your weekly inspiration to help you pray for student movements around the world.
It just got real. A team of 10 staff and students from North America were off to Georgia, but not the one in the United States. They were heading for the Caucasus. They'd been invited to join with IFES movements from across Eurasia for Formación, a 10-day gathering for student leaders. Missions just got real. It was an exciting way to walk and pray alongside our students and staff who were interested in cross-cultural exposure and seeking God's heart for every nation. It was a beautiful exploration opportunity to learn firsthand from IFES movements in Eurasia, to serve them, to develop relationships with them. So says co-leader of the team, Liz Dolan, who previously spent 2 years serving in the region through InterVarsity USA's LINK program. She mentions that the North American team was struck by how the Eurasian movements were finding creative ways to overcome various barriers to evangelism. One team member commented, "The way that staff workers in sensitive countries had faith and still went about doing what they were doing really impacted me. It made me wonder about our situation in the US and think, why should I be afraid when I have brothers and sisters in Eurasia who are not afraid of what they're doing?" Another added, "That place in the Bible that talks about living by the law unless it gets in the way of what God says to do. Now I've met people who actually have to do that, do stuff that's illegal." Sergey, regional secretary for Eurasia, says it was a blessing to watch the North American team take part in all the activities, making friends and sharing lives. At this Formación, we rediscovered the beauty of short-term trips. For hosts, it's a great opportunity to receive visitors and share about our countries. For visitors, it's a listening journey, watching for how God might be developing a longer-term vision for international ministry. In addition to eye-opening conversations, Liz notes how God also spoke to their team through Scripture. God very personally met our team, with many finding clarity and direction in their lives. Some were affirmed in their current ministry, while others were spurred on to explore how to engage more deeply with the nations. Team members, including a staff worker and student from IVCF Canada, took many memories home. Students from warring nations reconciled through Christ, the joyous diversity of culture night, and for one, the delight of worshipping in Russian with other Russian speakers for the first time. Being part of a global fellowship became thrillingly real, a reality that they're now eager to share. We can get absorbed in what's happening on our side of the world, except for when we have a slide at a conference saying, "Pray for these people." So I want to bring a greater awareness of what God's doing. My university group prays for one of these sensitive countries using the same picture and prayer requests every time. But here we got to shoot 16 minutes of video. Real, specific prayer requests, actual faces and names. I'm really excited to bring that to our entire region. Give thanks for the cross-cultural fellowship at Formación, both within and beyond Eurasia. Thank God for the North American team's eye-opening, faith-strengthening, relationship-building, and ministry-affirming experience. Pray for each team member as they pass on what they've learned. May the Lord greatly use them to inspire others toward a deeper concern for God's work on campuses across the world. pray for InterVarsity USA's Urbana 25 between the 28th and 31st of December, when Gen Z will be invited to see firsthand what God is doing globally and discover their role in His mission. Ask that final preparations will run smoothly so that a new generation follow God wherever He leads.
Thanks for listening to Prayerline. To have stories delivered fresh to your inbox each week, join our Prayerline mailing list by going to ifesworld.org.